Didik TV KPM.
Okay, for this chapter, these are the 5 terminologies student must know very well in context of the question. Okay, we continue. Here we got 2 types of tests. One is goodness fit test. Okay, same like what I mentioned earlier. Since this is a test, you got 6 steps. Okay. You follow the 6 steps. Only slight different here and there. So step 1, we state the H0 and H1. But here H0 refer to the theoretical value or distribution. That means goodness fit test is to test your distribution. Okay. Okay. H1 does not. That's all very easy. Here we don't have any symbols. Does not. That's only word we use. Okay. Okay. And then step 2, by assuming H0 true, we calculate the expected frequency by using the formula NP. If your expected frequency is less than 5, we combine the adjacent group, as I shown in the table below. Okay. So in this table, if you notice, expected frequency here we calculate by multiplying this one with the total frequency here. So you get 3.62, which is less than 5. So we combine these two, which will give us okay, 16.07. All right. Okay. Then we add these two, we get here 15. So this is how you combine the adjacent groups. Okay. Okay. So once you do like this, we must remember that earlier we got altogether 7 columns, but now become 6 columns already. Okay. Okay. Then what we do? Step 3 is slightly different here because we need to find degree of freedom. Only different is degree of freedom. Other than that, everything same like hypothesis testing. Okay, we find degree of freedom because 6 column minus 1, I get 5. Then by using the table, I find the critical value. And then I state the critical region and I make my early decision. Okay. Okay, so this is my early decision. In step 4, I will calculate test statistic, but slightly different from just now. Okay, so we state the formula. And then we make a decision. Decision, as I mentioned earlier, 3-layer statement. Okay. Okay, 3-layer statement. Okay, as what I shown here. Same thing if your this is not rejected, this is rejected cases. Okay. In step 6, we will do conclusion. Okay. So let's say our test statistic is 13.31 and my test statistic, this is my critical value. I do comparison. Once I comparison, my result is test statistic fall in rejection region. Okay. Then my conclusion is H0 is rejected. Okay. Based on that, I do conclusion. Okay. So my conclusion will be at alpha % significant level, there is sufficient evidence that I follow what is required in the question. Yes. Okay. Or I can write like this. Sorry. Okay, I can write something like this. Significant level, there is insufficient evidence. Only the 2 words can be used. No other word can be used. Okay. Okay. Then test of independency in contingency table is basically we are testing relation between 2 variables. All right. Okay. Basically the 6 steps here remain almost identical, but the way of writing H1 is slightly different. You use independent, no association or not related. Okay. But the H1 will be independent, not independent. No association, association. Related, not related. That's how you write. Okay. Okay. So the step 2, we find our construct contingency table and we find our expected frequency. So we can write the expected frequency in our table. It's said next to the corresponding value. All right. Okay. How to calculate? Okay. Of course, you know row total times with column total divide by 20,000 here. So you get this value. So you do same thing for all the cell here. This one we call cell. Okay. So in step 3 onward. Okay, step 3, step 4, and step 5. 3-layer statement still same. Okay, and then our conclusion also remain the same. We never do any changes. The way of doing still same. Okay. All right. Okay, so for one example, so this question, 200 adult smokers asked whether they agree to quit smoking. The results are shown in the table. So they show here. Okay. The researcher claimed that the smoker respond toward the quit smoking is ratio 4:3 to 1. That means this is the distribution. All right. That means this one come under goodness fit test. Okay. Okay. Determine at 5% significant level whether the researcher's claim is justified, whether it's true or false. Okay. So what we do, as I mentioned earlier, 6 steps. Okay. Okay. So H0. We just write, because this is the distribution, we just write. Okay. And then for your H1, just the word not. Everything same exactly. We only put the word not.
Okay.
Okay. That means first one we agree, next one we not agree with that. Okay. And then we get 1 mark there. We find our expected frequency. So our expected your total frequency here is 200. So based on the 200, we calculate our expected frequency. So we get 80, 60, 40 and 20 and total is 200. So if you notice here, all the values here are greater than 5. That means you don't need to combine.
Ah, yes.
Okay. So we continue again. Okay. So you get 2 marks here. 1 for to getting the blue values there.
Okay.
Another mark all correct.
I see.
Okay. Okay. So next one, step 3. Okay. You need to find degree of freedom because you got 4 columns. So 4 minus 1 is 3. You find your critical value. You get 7.815 from the table. Then your critical region. Then your early decision. It's almost identical.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Then we continue with our, if you notice, for this lot of things you get only 1 mark. Where is the mark depend? Okay, depends. Maybe they can give here, they can give here, they can give here, or everything got, then only you get this 1 mark. It depends to the situation.
Okay.
So that we calculate the test statistic by using formula. Using this formula is much more easier.
Okay.
Okay. So we calculate. So we get answers 6.505. So finish our calculation part. So now we make decision. Now we make decision. So our decision, as I mentioned earlier, Sean, 3-layer statement. Okay. So this is my value. Okay. This is my critical value. I do comparison. My result here. Then this is my my decision. H0 is not rejected. So if H0 not rejected, so at 5% significant level, there is, if you notice, keyword must have. So the researcher's claim is true.
Okay.
Because we are not rejecting H0.
I see.
That means my researcher's claim is true. Or maybe this is the best way of writing.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe the student will write like this. Maybe. They like to use the word insufficient. So at 5% significant level, there is insufficient evidence to reject the researcher's claim. Slightly different, but both bring the same meaning.
Didik TV KPM